We have a lot of events to go through here with the 1,000 free coming up next. We'll have a warm down for the swimmers before we turn our attention to the 1,000, the longest race of the competition. Some keys for Richmond: can't lose tight events. Got to disrupt JMU finishing first and second. It's going to come down to the last 5 yards in a lot of the races. So the goal is to be faster than they were just a few weeks ago. And of course, the swimming and diving season is quite long, with the championship season right upon us. These dual meets provide some punch, confidence, and camaraderie. We saw that senior day celebration, a lot of emotion from coaches Matt Barony and Chris Santos, these student athletes with 4 really hard-working years behind them. The swimmers dive in for the 1,000 free, 40 lengths of the pool. In lane 2 for James Madison is Aaron Yakum. In lane 3 for Richmond is Laura Davis. In lane 4 for James Madison is Abby Maguire. And in lane 5 for Richmond is Megan Carson. 40 lengths of the pool, a lot of swimming to be done. These swimmers trying to find the balance of finding that pace that works for them early, but they know it's a long and grueling race, so you have to save some of that fuel for the middle and the back half of the race. So we'll be checking in on those split times throughout the 1,000. I mentioned that grueling schedule with the championship season upon us. JMU won't get to defend their CAA title this year since they are leaving the conference, but they will be competing in the ECAC meet, which is February 25th through 27th. And of course, Richmond with their 16 A10 titles, getting their first one last year since 2017. They'll look to add to the trophy case with their dominant swimming at the conference championship level. We're underway here in the 1,000. The women flip turning into lap 7 of 40 total. In the wall, lane 3 with the quickest split of 31:57. That's Laura Davis of Richmond. Last time out in this event, Jess Prine had the fastest time for JMU against Towson with a 10:29.64, and for Richmond, Alexa Connors with a 10:26.73 at Queens. And of course, Laura Davis had a fast time of 10:32.62 at Queens when they faced them earlier this season. Laura Davis continuing to lead the competition in split times, hovering that 31 level of consistency. Her teammate in lane 5, Megan Carson, tagging along with her. Of course, the Duke in between them, Abby Maguire, trying to stay right in between them. Megan Carson with the fastest split time on that leg. So once again, with 40 lengths of the pool, a lot of swimming to be done. Got to save your energy for the whole race. Battle of endurance here. The seniors have been a part of returning the joy, entered the program that had failed to win the A10 the year before. Those emotions we feel in the pool today for those seniors. Laura Davis continuing to lead consistently. It's the same split time she had last time around, a 31.82. Davis, Maguire, and Carson challenging each other throughout the entire duration of this race. A 31.71 split time for Maguire. She's starting to catch up on Laura Davis. See that split time again in lane 4, the 31.93. Maguire starting to get some momentum on Laura Davis of Richmond. As the women close on lap 22 of 40. Davis and Maguire continue to stay right on each other. You can see the swimmers are breathing away from each other on this length of the pool. Davis breathing every stroke, and so is Maguire. Maguire still holding that split lead on Davis now here as we're more than halfway through the 1,000 free as the women flip into lap 25. Laura Davis, a freshman, her sister Catherine swam at Washington and Lee from 2017 to 21. Davis also a two-time Scholastic All-American in high school. Maguire, of course, another freshman. Maguire shaved 12 seconds off her previous season best in this event against Towson. Now keep in mind these swimmers are exhausted at this point in the season. Swimmers and divers are always exhausted. It's a long season. You're constantly sore, you're constantly training. The James Madison women came right off the bus and went right into the pool. There you see that 32.28 by Laura Davis, breaking free of Abby Maguire in lane 4. Lap 29 is complete. Heading into lap 30, we're at the back half of the race. Davis still maintaining that lead over Maguire. At this point in the race, you can see these women are starting to use some of that fuel that they stored away. You know, as they breathe toward the side of the sidelines where their teammates are on, they're getting that little burst of energy from their teammates and their coaches cheering them on. You can see it in their kick. Laura Davis pulling that energy out of, I don't know where. She stored it somewhere well. standing room only here inside the Robins Center Natatorium. A lot of support for these swimmers and divers here today. Laura Davis and Abby Maguire with identical splits, 32-22. This one is going to come down to the wire. As the women enter lap 36, you can feel the energy in the building, on the sides. As Maguire has the slight advantage of 32.02 over Laura Davis, 32.09. These women are just trading the lead back and forth. As they enter lap 38, the bell is about to ring. So only 2 more lengths of the pool for these swimmers. Maguire with the faster split as they enter the last 2 lengths of the pool. The Duke has the lead heading into the final push of the 1,000. Abby Maguire takes that energy and pushes it for the final finish of this race, heading into the flags. She glides into the wall at 10:33.12. Laura Davis of Richmond, what a fight, will get second at 10:35.07. That type of battle is what you want to see in a race like this. That's a first career win for Maguire, building off of a second place against Towson. It's all about how you finish in this race. Maguire stored that energy and used it at the end and the final push. Maguire beats her season best by 3 seconds. Tremendous. A few Richmond Spider seniors in this event. Maggie Purcell and Grace Palfreman. Purcell, a member of the USA National Life-Saving Team and Hampton Lifeguard Association. She's also competed internationally in New Zealand. Palfreman went to Bridgewater Raritan High School. Her dad played ice hockey, just athletics in the blood. Did a lot of volunteer work, and of course both those swimmers contributed to the A10 championship that they won last year. In lane 1, we have Petra Bijic of Richmond. In lane 2 for James Madison, Karen Sidaway. In lane 3, the senior for Richmond, Margaret Purcell. In lane 4 for James Madison, Grace Bowsum. In lane 5 for Richmond, Grace Palfreman. And in lane 6 for James Madison, Emily Vischer. Lane 4, Bowsum off to a fast start for JMU. The 200, more of a sprint event. Unlike the last one we saw, where you're trying to save your energy. Lane 3, Margaret Purcell with a faster split time there on that leg, a 28:48. Creeping up on Grace Bowsum. Got a battle in lane 3 and 4. In the 200 free, a lot on the line, a lot of points. Every race counts, every lap counts. Purcell with the lead, a 28.95 over Bowsum's 29.11. As we head into the final push, John Walsh, the diving coach for JMU, also on the sidelines, cheering the women on, showing support from all facets here. As Margaret Purcell wins the senior a 152.96. That's faster than her last time of 153.09, where she won this race against Davidson. What a swim for the senior. The women will warm down. Grace Bowsum had a season best against Towson. Take a look here. This battle between Bowsum and Purcell developed here close at the end. Purcell holding on to that lead, breathing on the side, seeing her teammates and knowing that Bowsum is right on her tail. Heads into the final flip turn. So quick off the wall. Holding her breathing pattern as she closes in on the race into the flags, knocking off JMU's Grace Bowsum. That's Purcell's best asset, is her versatility. She can swim so many races. You can throw her into any event, she's going to execute. We turn our attention now to the 100 back. We have one swimmer in the pool. That's Lee Spicer for Richmond. And this is an exhibition race, so this will not score for the total points standings. Spicer with a nice underwater off that turn. Even though she's the only one in the pool, she's racing against herself, which is easier said than done. You can see how far she gets underwater without coming up. Keeping her head as still as possible. Great camera work from our crew, getting those tight shots and then widening it up. You can really get a gauge of her stroke and the distance that she's going underwater. That's Lee Spicer of Richmond. Finding a push from herself. She'll get a 102.36. Her season best in this race is a 102.11, so Spicer was close to her season best. We'll turn our attention here to the second and final heat of the 100 back. Got a full pool, all lanes occupied. In lane 1, we have Maddie Williams of Richmond. In lane 2, we have Sydney Dial of James Madison. In lane 3, we have Caitlin Pennell of Richmond. In lane 4, we have Elena Park of James Madison. In lane 5, we have Karsten Klosterman of Richmond. In lane 6, we have Lauren Almer of James Madison. 100 back, a quick race. 4 lengths of the pool in the backstroke. Lane 3, Caitlin Pennell with the lead, a 28:20 split time on her first 50. Looking to build on that here in the final lap with Elena Park right at her feet. Caitlin Pennell closing in on the flags. Just out touches Elena Park of JMU. Pennell with a 57.71. JMU will take second. Elena Park in lane 4 with a 58.37. Pennell's fastest, or last time out, she was a 57.21, so she was close to that time with that 57.71 that she just got on that race. The women are warming down, and of course it's senior day here. Matt Barney had some touching words on his seniors. They've sacrificed a lot over the last 2 years. Well, 4 years. These student athletes, the word student is first, having to balance that challenging workload that they have on a daily basis with school, and also swimming really fast and diving really well in the pool, just really balancing both beautifully. Matt Barney said they've charted us well through pretty gnarly seas. It's not been a smooth ride, but they've been pillars. We turn our attention now to the 100 breaststroke. We have an exhibition heat first. That's Jenna Carrastro in lane 3 for Richmond. She's one of the seniors. Earned a 14th place finish in the 100 breast at the A10 championship. Also does a nice job in the 200 breast, contributing to that Spiders A10 championship win. They have a total of 16 championships. A 34:01 split time for Carrastro. Slides into the wall, a 1:11:03. For the senior, Jenna Carrastro of Richmond. You can hear the crowd cheering her on with a lot of excitement. Emotional swims for all these seniors. Their last dual meet as a senior for Richmond. But still the conference championships ahead, the NCAAs, NCAA zones for the divers. Still more swimming together, but the last race here as a Richmond swimmer in this dual meet against JMU. We can see the total points race. Richmond is in the lead with 44 points, JMU with 29. Every race, every win, even a second place, third place, they add points to the total points standings with Richmond leading. Second heat of the 100 breast. In lane 1, we have Jenna Miller of Richmond. In lane 2, we have Abby Zindler of James Madison. In lane 3, we have Sarah Green of Richmond. In lane 4, we have Madison Cottrell of JMU. In lane 5, we have Christina Levins of Richmond. And in lane 6, we have Devin Taylor of JMU. We see an early lead here in lane 3 and lane 4. We have a battle between Sarah Green and Madison Cottrell, but Sarah Green with the fastest split time, a 30.97 in lane 3 for Richmond. Final lap, final push for both of these swimmers. Madison Cottrell last to come up for air. This one's going down to the end. They're inside the flags. And Sarah Green of Richmond will get the win, a 105.49 for the Spider. Tremendous effort by Madison Cottrell in lane 4 of JMU, trying to challenge Sarah Green. But Green hold on to the lead. Flies into the wall to get that first place finish. This is the second time Green has won this event this year. A lot of consistency, and that'll bring you some confidence heading into the championship season.
Our 60 minutes, the 200-yard butterfly. Mr. Starter.
We turn our attention to the 200 butterfly, a grueling race. 8 lengths of the pool. Doing the hardest stroke butterfly in lane 1, we have Rachel Pack of Richmond. In lane 2, we have Morgan Whaley of James Madison. In lane 3, we have Claire O'Shaughnessy of Richmond. In lane 4, we have Jess Prine of JMU. In lane 5, we have Emma Martin of Richmond. And in lane 6, we have Rachel McCoy of JMU. Have to pace yourself in this race. Butterfly is an exhausting stroke. Having to lift your chest out of the water and keep your hips up. These women are maintaining their kicks and their breathing patterns, breathing every other. O'Shaughnessy gets into the wall first, but Jess Prine with a quicker split time, that time around a 32.31. We have a competition between lane 4 and lane 3, Prine and O'Shaughnessy. Really fast turn for O'Shaughnessy in lane 3. That shaves time of the fastest split there, a 32.69. But Prine staying with her in the final push of this race. O'Shaughnessy keeping her breathing pattern in the flags, floats into the wall for the first place finish, a 2:06.24, with Jess Prine of JMU getting second, a 2:06.24. O'Shaughnessy holds the UR record in the 200 fly, and you can see why. Incredible effort from both swimmers, O'Shaughnessy and Prine, maintaining their breathing patterns. The final push, final lap, give it all you got, empty the tank. Honing in on O'Shaughnessy, the Spider, keeping that breathing pattern, staying strong through the flags, pushing to the finish. 24 seconds faster than Jess Prine of James Madison in lane 4. And that's a season best for O'Shaughnessy. will now turn our attention to the 50 free. Two lengths of the pool, an all-out sprint. In lane 1, Lucy Yeomans of Richmond. In lane 2, Cameron Gring for James Madison. In lane 3, Abby Fuller. In lane 4, Jordan Schnell of JMU. In lane 5, Lauren Medlin of Richmond. And in lane 6, Emily Dracopoulos of JMU. And it looks like lane 3, Abby Fuller of Richmond with a 23:68. Close to her time at the Patriot Invite. She had a 23:28. There she is, Abby Fuller. Fast start off the blocks. An all-out sprint, no breathing. Fast turn for Fuller in lane 3, the Spider. She'll breathe once. And then into the flags, out touches the competition. Incredible swim for Fuller. A 23:68. We'll take a look at the point standings. Richmond leading 83 to JMU's 47. And we're going to find out if the diving has been updated to the total point score. We'll make sure to keep you updated on that as well. JMU securing the top spots in the diving. Got a lot of swimming left. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back with the 100 free right after this. With diving behind us, swimming is underway here at the University of Richmond Natatorium. JMU on deck facing Richmond. We've seen a lot of incredible swims and races. We've got a lot more to come. So far, Richmond leads 83 to JMU's 47 points, and we'll continue to keep you updated as the diving points carry over to the total points race. We'll be back with the 100 free after this. And we're back here at the Center Natatorium. Richmond hosting JMU for a duel in the pool. We're going to turn our attention now to the 100 free. Starting off with the first heat, that's an exhibition. So no points scored from this race. Looks like we have 1 minute until the start of this race. We saw the Senior Day festivities earlier for the Richmond Spiders. Matt Barney, the swim coach for Richmond, and Chris Santos, the diving coach here, had some nice words to say about their seniors. There's 4 of them: Jenna Carrastro, Maggie Purcell, Grace Palfreman, and Emma Yakeley. All those seniors were honored here on the pool deck earlier. The JMU seniors were honored against Towson a few weekends ago at the pool. Four lengths of the pool. This is the first heat of 2. It's an exhibition in lane 1. From James Madison, we have Emily Wisniewski. In lane 2, we have Caroline Kraus for James Madison. And in lane 3, for James Madison, we have Sydney Dell. Three Dukes battling against each other. Caroline Kraus with the fastest split in lane 3. Has the lead heading into the last lap. And Caroline Kraus will touch first in lane 3 for JMU. And the women will warm down before we have the second heat of the 100 free. Second heat of 2 for the 100 free. In lane 1 for Richmond, we have Claire O'Shaughnessy. In lane 2 for James Madison, we have Karen Sidaway. 3 for Richmond, we have Lauren Medlin. In lane 4 for James Madison, we have Jordan Schnell. In lane 5 for Richmond, we have Lucy Youmans. In lane 6 for James Madison, we have Devin Taylor. That first split a 25-15. In lane 4, Jordan Schnell leading the way for James Madison. Heading into the final push and finish. It'll go to lane 3, Lauren Medlin of Richmond just out touches Jordan Schnell of James Madison, a 51.92. All of these finish points to the total points standings. The fight between Lauren Medlin and Jordan Schnell. The final flip turn of the race. Lauren Medlin with a quicker turn maintains her breathing pattern. Strong in the flags and just out touches Schnell of James Madison. Medlin holds the record in this event. She was second in the 100 free. Or that was her second 100 free win this year. So very consistent and dominant event. That'll carry over into the championship season. Richmond looking to add to those 16 A10 titles. Total team effort. First heat of 2 for the 200 back. We have an exhibition heat. That's Lee Spicer for Richmond. Some highlights so far for the Spiders in this entire competition. Maggie Purcell won the 200 free with a 152.96. Caitlin Pennell kept it rolling in the 100 back with 57.71. Sarah Green won the 100 breast in 105.49. Claire O'Shaughnessy added a 200 fly victory to her relay win in 2:06. For JMU, Abby Maguire, her first career victory in the 1,000. The grueling 1,000, a big win for the Dukes in that event. And we've got Lee Spicer and Lee for Richmond in this exhibition heat. These races where you're by yourself, you have to race against yourself, compete against the clock. In backstroke, you have a nice view of the ceiling, and in the peripherals, you can see the crowd and your coach out of the corner of your eye. Spicer getting a lot of support from her teammates as the lone spider in the pool goes into the wall, a 34-34 split. Final flip turn as Spicer heads into the final lap. And the flags, hits the wall at 2:13:31. Spicer, an open water national flyer in high school, an all-around athlete for the Richmond Spiders. She'll warm down before we start the second and final heat of the 200 back. Now Spicer's season best in this time is a 2:12:48. She's not too far off of that with this 2:13:31 that she just swam. The swimmers dive in for the second heat of the 200 back. In lane 1 for Richmond, we have Karsten Klosterman. In lane 2, we have Lauren Almer for James Madison. In lane 3 for Richmond, we have Caitlin Pennell. In lane 4 for James Madison, we have Cameron Gring. In lane 5 for Richmond, we have Maddie Williams. And in lane 6 for JMU, we have Elena Park. The key in the backstroke is keeping that head, hips up, continuing that kick even though sometimes it's hard. Cameron Gring in lane 4 for James Madison, the fastest to flip with a 31.66. But of course you have Caitlin Pennell and Maddie Williams staying on Gring. Lauren Almer in lane 2 with the fastest split time on that leg, a 31.77. With Gring right behind her. So it's a battle between Almer and Cameron Gring in lanes 2 and lanes 4 for the James Madison Dukes. But Gring touches first at 2:04.76 for Cameron Gring of JMU. Gring set the UNC Wilmington pool record in both the 100 and 200 back at the CAA pod meet. So this is certainly one of her dominant races and best events, as we just saw 2:04.76 to win the 200 and add to the point standings for JMU. And that was a season for Lauren Almer in lane 2. That 2:05.34 is her best time this season. Taking a look at the whole points picture, Richmond's leading 103 to JMU's 83. JMU dominated in the diving portion earlier in the competition. We're not sure if those points have carried over yet to the total point standings, but we will continue to keep you updated. Once they do, the divers score key points for the overall swim and dive team at every dual meet, conference championship meet. It's a total team effort from the diving boards to the blocks. Everyone has to do their part to get the win. In lane 1 for Richmond, we have Jenna Carrastro, the senior. In lane 2, Abby Zindler for James Madison. In lane 3, the Richmond senior, Mark Purcell. In lane 4 for James Madison, Madison Cottrell. In lane 5, Sarah Green for Richmond. In lane 6, Devin Taylor for JMU. 200 breast should be a great race if both are at full strength. Purcell's best time is 0.5 faster than Abby Zindler's. Purcell has won this event 3 times this year. So a lot of consistency for Purcell. Madison Cottrell, James Madison leading the way, a 32.06 split. She's in lane 4 for the Dukes. Gets a really good push underwater. Margaret Purcell for the Spiders will get the fastest split time there in lane 3, 35.51 from Margaret Purcell, the senior. Purcell gaining momentum off that wall. Great underwater, gets the furthest glide without coming up for air. Of course, their teammates cheering them on next to the blocks, giving them that push. A 36.16 in lane 5 for Sarah Green has the fastest split, so you have a competition brewing here, lanes 3, 4, and 5. 2 Spiders sandwiching the James Madison Duke, Madison Cottrell in lane 4. Sarah Green picking up momentum in lane 5. And Green gets it done, a 2:20.87. Margaret in lane 3 gets the second place finish, and Madison Cottrell in lane 4, third place finish. So we'll look at the final 50 here, and this is where Green really overstrides Madison Cottrell and her teammate Margaret Purcell. This turn was key for Green. She does the flutter kick, very efficient, finds that rhythm really fast, right off the start. Heading into that final push. Just glides into the wall. That was Green's second win in this event this season. Purcell, of course, her teammate, the A10 champ in this event. So you knew it was going to be a battle between those fighters. The swimmers dive in for event 12, the 500 free, 20 laps of the pool. Not quite the 1,000, half that, 20 laps. So the ladies off to a quicker start, formulating their breathing patterns, getting situated, getting their momentum going, their rhythm, finding the pace that fits for them. Lane 6, Maguire of James Madison with the fastest split time there, a 28:29. We'll see some fluctuation throughout the duration of this race with those split times. With 20 lengths of the pool, anyone can come out of left field and take the lead on a split. You see lane 3, Megan Carson had the fastest split there with a 30:74. We're starting to see some separation throughout the field. Lane 4, Just Prine for JMU, 1:23 split time. Just Prine is an LSU transfer, transferred from the SEC to come to Harrisonburg to swim for James Madison. She has the fastest split time yet again, a 31:16. That was a faster split than her previous 50 of 31:23. Prine on a roll. More separation here at this point during the race. Prine shaving time throughout the duration, a 30:82 split, faster than her previous time. So she's pouring on the speed as she just completed lap 11 of 20. Another faster split time for Prine, a 30:69. She's getting faster as this race is continuing. Just completed lap 13, 7 more to go. A 31:13 for Prine. Prine had a 4:54.70 in this event at the Fall Frenzy this fall. Prine can't be touched, a 31:04, shaving time off of her previous 31:13 split. Jill Santiago and Grace Palfreman with a 31-74 and 31-76 split in lanes 2 and 5. But Jess Prine stays dominant as the bell rings. 2 more laps of the pool for Jess Prine as she flips into a 31-24 split. She'll hit the pedal to the metal here in this final 50. 1 lap to go for Jess Prine. You can see she's swimming hard. Her cap is starting to fall off, but it doesn't affect her finish of 5:07.76 for Jess Prine of JMU. JMU will get the win in the 500. We'll take a look at Jess Prine, the LSU transfer, staying strong on the last lap. Her cap is falling off. It does not affect her swimming in this race as she pushes into the flags for the finish. A 5:07.76 and a first place finish will provide pivotal points for James Madison. That was head coach Matt Barony, Virginia native. Swam at JMU, very familiar with James Madison. Got his MBA at Richmond. Led the Spiders to 16 A10 titles. Now we turn our attention to the 100 butterfly. 4 lengths of the pool. This is an exhibition race, so no points will be added to the total score. 3, we have Emily Wisniewski for James Madison and her teammate for Caroline Kraus. Caroline Kraus separated herself from her teammate Wisniewski. As she pushes herself for the finish of this race, she keeps that breathing pattern into the wall. She'll get a 59.22. The ladies will warm down before the second heat of this event. We'll keep an eye on that scoreboard for the total point standings. The 3-meter dive, the 3-meter competition has been added in the score. The 1-meter will be added right after this event. So we'll get a gauge of where both the teams are here as we have one more heat of the 100 butterfly, the 400 IM, and the 200 free relay to close out this dual meet. A full crowd here at the Robins Center Natatorium. A lot of support here on Senior Day for the Richmond Spiders. Those 4 seniors, Maggie, Grace, Emma, and Jenna. A lot of support for those swimmers and divers. Second heat underway in lane 1, Rachel Pack for Richmond. In lane 2, Morgan Whaley for James Madison. In lane 3, Abby Fuller for Richmond. In lane 4, for James Madison, Grace Bowsum. In lane 5 for Richmond, Claire O'Shaughnessy. And in lane 6 for James Madison, Rachel McCoy. Fastest first 50 split, a 26:35, goes to Abby Fuller of lane 3. One more lap to finish out this race. Fuller with an efficient wall right there, touches and goes as quickly as possible. But this event goes to her teammate in lane 5, Claire O'Shaughnessy, with a 57:34. Fuller getting that second place finish in lane 3. And Grace Bowsum with the third place finish for JMU in lane 4. The final push in the 100 butterfly comes down to the turn. Get off that wall fast. See the breathing patterns maintained in this final push. Claire O'Shaughnessy with an impressive finish right here to pass her teammate Fuller, who had the lead after the first 50. And we'll take a look at that total points standings. Richmond leading 141 over JMU 120. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back. We're back here. Richmond leading 141 over James Madison 120. Ladies behind the block as we get started with the 400 IM. In lane 1 for Richmond, we have Jenna Miller. In lane 2 for James Madison, we have Grace Bowsum. In lane 3 for Richmond, we have Laura Davis. In lane 4 for James Madison, we have Jess Prine. And in lane 5 for Richmond, we have Emma Martin. 400 IM. A jack of all trades. Got to be good at all the strokes because you do all of them. Grace Bowsum of JMU off to a fast start with that 28:70 split. Looking strong on the back half portion of the butterfly. Her teammate Jess Prine catching up to her, but she still has the fastest split, 32:52 for Grace Bowsum of JMU. As we head into the backstroke portion of this race, Jess Prine on her tail. Quick turnaround for Prine. She just swam the 500. Prine just missed the B cut in this race at the Fall Frenzy. Swam here a few Prine in lane 4 separating herself there with the backstroke, 33:07. Separation in this race. Having to be a Swiss Army knife to swim this race, doing all the strokes. You see this wide shot. Jess Prine, a quick turn and transition into the breaststroke portion. Her teammate right behind her in lane 2, Grace Bowsum. Prine has JMU's 3 best times in this event this year, so there's no surprise that she's leading the way so far. And she's already won this event three times in 4 tries. So just an overall good race for Prine. A 38-31 split for Prine. 2 more lengths of breaststroke. Long glides into the wall. Quick turn. You can see all the Dukes behind the lane there cheering their teammates on. Give them an extra little bit of a boost here. This is the point at the race where they're transitioning into freestyle. These women are exhausted. Prine with the lead. In this tight shot, you can see breathing every stroke. After a grueling race like 400 IM, you're exhausted at this point. She comes in with a 30-65 split in lane 4. Her teammate, Grace Bowsum, in lane 2, right behind her, 31-35. And Laura Davis for Richmond in 3rd. Final lap of the pool for Prine. The energy and excitement is in the building and in her strokes as she touches and finishes with a 4:28.18. Grace Bowsum will get the 2nd place finish of 4:32.86. And Laura Davis for Richmond will secure the 3rd place spot of 4:36.19. And in 4th, Jenna Miller with a 4:42.49. And in 5th, Emma Martin with a 4:44.49. Spiders getting together for a quick cheer, congratulating the James Madison Dukes on a strong finish. The final score from the Robbins Center Natatorium: Richmond 158, James Madison 139. For our crew here, I'm Natalie Kalibat. All games airing on the ESPN networks are streaming live and archived on the ESPN app. This has been a presentation of ESPN. Thanks for watching.